A long time back, in Mosul, Afghanistan, a gathering of fighters ran into a snare as they were attempting to dispense with a Taliban base. Similarly, as our hero, Exceptional Powers Officer Jake, is going to defuse a bomb, they're gone after by psychological militants with weapons burning. While the greater part of the gathering loses the fight against the foes, Jake's life is saved by Colonel Tom Bricklayer. The story gets back to the current day, and Jake is seen carrying on with a serene life after his privileged release from the military. The previous fighter presently works at his Uncle Duke's carport and scarcely brings in sufficient cash. Suffocating in due bills and stressed for his better half and child, Jake goes to work with a great deal at the forefront of his thoughts and runs into a gathering of hooligans and their chief, Fresh, who needs cash from his uncle. Jake gets into a battle with the gathering and thumps them while moving away without a solitary scratch on him. What appeared to be a generally innocuous experience for somebody as gifted in battle as Jake ended up being the most obviously terrible thing that consistently happened to him. Jake gets back to find his significant other and child killed without hesitating. He is excessively loaded with audacious fury to try and converse with the investigators and leaves the crime location. He shoots all of the gangsters, including New, and pursues his retribution. As he carries out a day-to-day existence punishment for the killings, Jake's life presently comprises of an excruciating memory of his family's recollections and living his days away terribly in jail. At the point when Bricklayer visits him in jail, he's just met with lamenting Jake's aggression and the bold statement of his absence of disappointments. Right when Bricklayer leaves, Jake gets another guest, an outsider named Ramsey, who offers him opportunity in return for his administration as a trooper in his undercover special forces bunch. Jake, nonetheless, rejects the proposition and, to his shock, gets stole by Ramsey's kin. Ramsey tops him off on what their association's vision is. Jake is presently mindful that a mysterious government association exists and deals with dangers against the country by incredibly serious means. Ramsey takes him to the workplace of Section 8, a gathering made of ex-Unique Powers fighters. Jake is made to join the gathering, and he's relegated a kind of controller, Mueller. Jake, who is as of now dubious of Ramsey and the whole Section 8, faces a super upright problem when he's approached to kill without the slightest hesitation. Subsequent to wondering whether or not to kill a state congressperson, Jake is pursued by the gathering, and he contacts Bricklayer for help. Ramsey sets off his savage protection executioner lock following right after Jake. During his safe house, Jake finds data about his family's demise. Yet again, as he is currently mindful of Section 8's conceivable contribution in the severe killings of his better half and child, Jake's retribution is irritated up, and he is presently determined to bring down Ramsey. The outright roller coaster of turns starts when Ramsey's kin track down Jake. Amazingly, Mueller sells out Ramsey and saves Jake's life. In any case, nothing is as it appears to be in Jake's wild ride of vengeance. Similarly, as he begins to believe Mueller, she surrenders him to Ramsey. Secured and protected at Ramsey's place, Jake currently wants for his life to end. He, notwithstanding, has significantly more passed on to accept in as the following scene uncovers that Colonel Bricklayer has been working with Ramsey to make Jake's life go topsy-turvy. Discovering that the individual he trusted and regarded the most is a piece of his family's homicide hits Jake like a train. The turns aren't close by anyone's standards to being over as Bricklayer ends up playing his own game, attempting to bring Ramsey down. In a blazing battle with Ramsey, Bricklayer winds up losing his life. Jake is currently certain that Ramsey has played him like a fiddle for quite a while. He was the person who paid New to kill his loved ones. He annihilated Jake's life to maneuver him toward joining Area 8 and being his pawn. After killing Ramsey and getting his definitive payback, all Jake is left with now is his own life, which is again undermined when Locke makes up for lost time to him. Jake disposes of that danger, and similarly as he's going to continue on with his personal business, he meets the U.S. head legal officer, who unveils the truth of Area 8 to him. It is uncovered that saving the nation is only a front they used to draw Jake in when they offered group data to the nation's foes. Jake is by and by requested to join their activity, yet he has nothing persuading him to battle any longer. Be that as it may, he adjusts his perspective once he sees a mother with her young child on the transport. He is possible helped to remember his family, and he tracks down his drive. Simultaneously, it's likewise conceivable that seeing the mother and child caused him to understand that safeguarding the honest individuals of his nation is something his family would have believed him should do. As the last scene rolls, we hear a discussion between the principal legal officer and Jake, indicating the chance of a spin-off with Jake being invited into Section 9.